Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. And tonight I'm going to be reviewing a beer that I picked up the other week and very interested to try it. So Saltaire make a triple chocolate stout, the only triple chocolate stout that I've ever seen. I've seen a lot of doubles but not triples. So this is their triple choc cherry. So basically triple chocolate stout with cherry. 4.8%, comes in a 330ml bottle. I think, if I remember rightly, I picked it up from Waitrose. So I've not seen it anywhere else. If not Waitrose, it was Morrison's. So, you know, there's something to... I go to that many shops searching for beers, you know, you can never be 100% sure where you got it from. So... it's a nice dark pour, close to black pour, beige head. Certainly chocolate in the aroma. Coffee, no discernible notes of cherry at the moment. It's more chocolate and coffee and cocoa, that sort of thing at the moment. Right. See, I've had a few Saltaire beers over the years, but their triple chocolate was something else. You know, that's top 10 material. Absolute pearl of a beer. Around about the same alcohol content as well. Right. So obviously at room temperature, beautiful, you know. All stouts, porters, most dark beers are 10 times better at room temperature than they are at fridge temperature. And this is definitely no difference. A hint of cherry at the front then. Sucked it in. Definitely got a whiff of cherry. Definitely masses of chocolate there, cocoa, roastiness, toastiness. Really nice beer. Not as much cherry as at the moment anyway as I would like, but obviously, you know, they call it cherry. It might just be a hint of cherry rather than a full-blown cherry. So much like its original counterpart, you know, it's absolutely really nice. It's definitely more about the hint than it is the full-on cherry. You know, it's not a cherry fruit beer. I myself have made from homebrew kits cherry beers, and you know, they're really full-on cherry. This is definitely a hint of cherry. Nice as it is, you know, it's but obviously it's a triple choc cherry, so it's more about the chocolate than it is the cherry, you know. But obviously, you know, not everyone wants to make a full-on fruit beer. Would it work? I don't know, you know. I mean, that's something for beer brewers up and down the country to, you know, to see if it would work. Because obviously, as much as the likes of all of us would like our favourite flavours in beers, will they work? Not always, you know. And can they replicate it in a beer? Plum Porter, for example, by Titanic and the likes of St. Peter's, and there's a few others. Titanic for me is the king of the Plum Porter beers that are out there, followed closely by St. Peter's, and there were others, you know, in the background. One of my favourite breweries, Blue Monkey, they brought out a plum stout, and similar to this choc cherry, it's plum in the background rather than full on, you know, a plum beer. I had it at the Robin Hood Beer Festival, and yeah, it's now obviously sometimes at beer festivals the beer's not the full finished article. You know, I've had it with a lot of beers where you drink it and you think, this don't taste anything like what I remember it. So one of these days I'll get my backside down to Blue Monkey and actually buy a bottle of plum stout and see how it looks, you know. So definitely a hint of cherry, and that's it really. So black in colour, good carbonation and lacing, beige head, coffee, chocolate on the aroma, coffee, chocolate, roastiness, toast, and you know, elements. Certainly cherry on the taste. For me, not as good as the original triple chocolate stout as it would be. I think it was a stout. But, you know, still a nice beer. The cherry element, yeah, it's there. It's just not as strong as I would like it. But that's all down to preference, you know. Just because I want more cherry doesn't mean you do, you know. Hints might be the thing for a lot of people. I myself have made a strawberry stout recently. And again, I would have wanted more strawberry on the taste. Would it have made it better? I'm not sure. You know, it's you can have too much of a certain thing, can't you? So is it better that it's turned out in the end to be a stout with a hint of strawberry? Possibly so, you know. There's a balancing act, isn't there? And I'm sure all brewers up and down the country know the balancing act. They've tried in their recipes to balance it between enough and too much. Because too much, people think, drink it once, think, oh God, I'm not tasting that rubbish again. Too little, well, where's the cherry, you know? So, balancing act. And obviously, there's 70 odd million people in the UK, you know, a good, I don't know how many millions of people who drink. So you've got to appease the majority over the minority. I would have thought anyway. But again, yeah, nice enough beer. Could have done with more cherry, in my opinion. So for what it is, yeah, it's the same triple chocolate stout but with a hint of cherry. Possibly not as good as the original, you know. That was a triple chocolate stout or porter, I can't remember, you know. I'm sure it was stout, but they're very, very similar in, you know, in the way they taste. Very nice, you know. Not as much cherry as I would have liked, as I've already said. So I 5 them. Still a decent stout, you know. That hint of cherry is there. It does what it says on the tin, and it's just me that wanted more cherry, you know. The sweet-toothed person who wants more fruitiness in his beers. Out of 5 then, difficult. Ooh. I think about 4.4 out of 5. Not quite top 10 beer material, but pretty close, you know. There's a fine line between, you know, the very, very best beers. For me, they want enough complexity. They want as many complexities in this as there is with the original Saltaire, you know, triple chocolate. Maybe trying to add cherry took away from that. I don't know, you know, it's one of the things. But yeah, nice enough beer. Definitely worth having again if you can find it. Like a lot of these beers, you know, you see them once and then you never see them again, you know. And there's a lot of that these days, you know. Up and down the country, there's beers that I'm sure there's people in all areas of the UK that have drank beers that and fantastic beers at that you just can't get anywhere else but their hometown. And it's sad really, because, you know, we're all, as a a generation of beer drinkers and craft beer drinkers, we're missing out on beers that could be there, you know. And even your online beer shops can only stock a minute amount of the beers that are available in the country. And looking at other beer reviewers on YouTube, you know, there's beers that they're reviewing that I'm thinking, bloody hell, I've never even seen these beers, you know. So a lot of my beers are more supermarket beers rather than, you know, just the beers that are out there. But obviously the majority of us, the vast majority, drink supermarket beers, which is why they'll always be I would think, the number one review area. But so thanks for watching. Another nice beer to the cred list, as it were. And now time to sit down, chill out, watch a film, fall asleep, and work tomorrow. Great, isn't it? That's life. Thanks for watching. See you soon.